Hey YouTube, I just want to shoot a little quick video here. Um, I saw a couple of videos on YouTube on a Sandblaster regulator. I forget what the gentleman's name is, but I'll see if I can put it in the description. Thanks to him. But he showed that do your own regulator, and so I decided to kind of test that out and see what that'll give, because the Sandblaster that I have, which is what you guys use in the US, it's Harbor Freight. The one that they have is really sucky, and looked also at Tacoma, and the whole package takes forever to get here over to Canada, and it's very costly because our Canadian dollar sucks. But anyways, so I went to buy all the parts here. So we'll start here. I got a ball valve used for regulating the air for the sand, the media, the bottom plug, the resizing from 1.25 inches down to this is 1 inch. I had to unfortunately use an adapter to bring it down to a 1/2 inch of the nipple here, and I'll also have the the hose, which will go on one end, and the other end is going to go to the gun. The T, which is 1.25 inches. So I had to get some of these extensions to fit, so male to female on both ends. Unfortunately, it's the only way I could go. They didn't have anything else. The top cap to put in the dispenser where the sand media comes down from. So I'm gonna assemble all this together and see if the idea really works. I got some of my Teflon tape here, and I'll be back once it's all assembled to show you. Probably gonna do a two-part video. Okay, Ozzy, you don't want to be a YouTube sensation, do you? This is Ozzy, by the way. Hey, Ozzy. So I'm gonna hit pause here and put it all together and show you guys how it looks like. So just started here. I got some my Teflon tape. One of the things I was told, and I'm using a thicker one, but one of the things I was told when you're putting the Teflon tape, there's a certain direction that you gotta put it in. So you put it in this way, so that when you that way when you are turning it to tighten, it's not coming off. It's going along. It's going along with the tightening. So if you put it that way, if you put it the other way, what's going to happen when you tighten this way, your tape is going to come off. So here's an example that just to show you guys. So I put it the wrong way. So when I come to tighten, what's going to happen is the Teflon will sorry for that, will start threading off. So that's the wrong way of putting it. If you put it the other way, so meaning do it this way, let's say I'm just going to wrap this around like that. When you're tightening, the tape will go in the right direction. So that's another thing. I've also been told that when you are doing Teflon tape, just put it around the edges, just the beginning. You don't need to put it all the way there. Okay, just enough where it grips. So here's a good example. So you see here, my Teflon tape is hidden. You can barely see it. So that's the trick here. I'm going to do the other sides, all of them, and I'll come back. All right, piecing it all together, this is how it looks like. It is kind of longer than what I've seen in the other videos. Thing is because the ball valve here was only female. They didn't have male to go into the 1.25 T, and unfortunately you had to do it this way. And the reducer 1.25 to, I think it's 1 inch down to a 1/2 inch over here. So this is a 1/2 inch. This goes into the hose that the other end goes into your gun, and here's your hose clamp. So I did see in the video there, still don't know his name, Roberto, I don't know, something. So he did say to put some JB weld, which I put some JB weld on the bottom so that the media doesn't go down and just shoots out that way. So it got a good flow. I will also put some Teflon tape on here, so this part here, and it makes sense what he says in his video to kind of grind all this so it's nice and flat. So there's nothing there, no threads on the inside, and this the latch, the door is going to bolt on this. So I hope this won't be too heavy. Probably gonna bolt on a support on the other end to hold it in place. So kind of like maybe a bracket, or put some steel thread, steel wire or something to hold this up straight so that it's not maybe with the extra weight jamming or like tilting the door downwards, and then you end up with having some media on the floor, and then probably cause some pressure loss in your cabinet. So there you go. I will do another video of it mounted. I'm also one of the things here, I'll just show you, hold on. So another upgrade I'll be doing in the next little while is cutting out the sides of the blasting cabinet and making some form of an extension. The way I saw to do this was to make sort of like a little box, such. Piece this together. Sorry for the camera movement, guys. So piece this together, make a box, and I think you get the idea on the top and on the bottom. Cut out the left side of the cabinet and obviously bolt it. So I got some, sorry for the noise, I got some bolts here. So I'm gonna have to drill holes here and bolt it inside. I've also got some window weather seal to seal everything so it's airtight. I've also put, and I couldn't find some sort of a grommet but something to put on the edges that connect the inside of your sandblaster, because you're going to be cutting it and there's going to be sharp edges there. So when you're putting something, the reason why I decided to do this little extension was to enable me to put longer items, so longer things that I needed to sandblast. So we're doing a car, and I'll be showing you guys in the next little while what I'm working on. I know some of you who've subscribed to my channel have already seen my 74 Charger. Well, now I'm doing a 68 Dodge Charger, full resto mod, rebuild, restoration, A to Z. And so, for instance, the steering column, I would like to sandblast it and powder coat it from head to toe, but the sandblasting cabinet, unfortunately, does not allow you for size. So I'm building this extension box. Well, once I have it done, I'll see if I can post a video of how it looks like. These come from Home Depot. Just to show you, if you guys want to see here are the part numbers. So the weather strip screws, the duct caps. So this is how much it cost me in total, like 49 bucks about. But it's well worth it. I mean, if you want to do this, it enables you to put longer things inside your sandblasting cabinet and go from there. So I'm gonna stop the video now and probably come back later on the second part when I get time to complete the rest. And thank you very much for watching. Right, have a great day.